Hello everyone, welcome to round 5 GTRT's Nation Cup here at Blue Moon Speedway in the Corvette C7s. This time out, I'm at the back pretty much as we are about to get underway for 38 laps. Here we go. Right. Everyone gets a pretty good start apart from me, but I don't really mind because I want to stay out of trouble into turn 1, but as we're about to see, that doesn't really happen. So anyway, into turn 1, everybody's pretty clean at the moment. Someone goes a bit wide, somebody gets hit, and someone gets hit, or hits Dan to me. Dan gets damage, I get damage, and the person who hit Dan gets damage. So let's find out who it was, and it was Rog. Rog, what are you doing, mate? He hit Vantage first, then he hits Dan, and then Dan hits me. So, lovely bit of damage for Dan, lovely bit of damage for me. There we are, engine damage on right side, completely dead. So, I'm going to let SGW go through, because no point fighting him. Just got to limp it round to the pits, really. There's nothing I can do here. Slow as hell. Ryan's in second at this point, but then something happens, and we're about to see anyway. So here's Duke, and a load of cars go past, and I can't see who they are. And then Ryan here, he's going very slow with a load of damage, so he must have had a bit of a contact with someone. So he's in the pits, I'm in the pits, Dan's in the pits, and Rog, just behind Dan, is also in the pits. So also, I've got my crew livery, or outfit scheme, all correct this week for my car. So, on to lap 2 now. We have Duke, Vantage, Jay, Roman, Riley, Rob, also finding some damage on his Trump-mobile. SGW and Big Rick doing a solid job with no damage in the top 7 of those who have not got any damage yet. Well, they have, but they're not pinning. So, for me and Ryan now, I'm trying to catch him up on the mediums at the moment. Rob comes out a bit behind us. Vantage, Riley, Big Rick, SGW. Yeah, I see. Trying to close that gap. Going purple. So whiz it forward a bit. Right onto the back of him now. Onto the straight as Vantage. Also pits from P7. Or P4 I mean. It goes down to 7 very quickly. As we've got Dan facing the wrong way. What have you done? Let's take a quick look at that. Here he is behind Rob. Gets on the grass and the power, a bit too early. Spins him right around. Yes. Don't think he's going to be doing that again. Here I am now. To lap 4, overtaking Ryan. Looking to break a bit later. Yes, we do. Just give a quick look behind. Yep, he's no threat, so power away. Now I just need to open that gap to Ryan, so watch it. It was 0.6, now we'll be up to a second. Advantage 2.5 ahead. So 2 cars, we got Rob, bit wide. It's the wall to the other side on the grass again. Can he keep out the wall? Just about. Little scrapes, but no damage, so it's all good. All good for him. So back on board with me. Vantage still 2.5. Ryan is 2 seconds behind now. Gonna whiz it forward for a lap here. Gap to Vantage comes down slowly, but not too much. It has dropped now to about 1.5. 2 seconds again. He's getting away in the slower bit. then catch up with SGW in 6th. He doesn't have to give up the place though, he can fight for it, but Vantage goes right down the inside. Says thank you very much, I'll have that, and then SGW kind of just gets out of my way. I don't know why. He didn't have to, but he did, so okay. But anyway, that's closed the gap now to me and Vantage by a long shot. It's now, I don't know, about half a second maybe. Coming on to the final turn. I get a good exit there. Can I set about sending one up the inside into turn 1? Well, we're about to find out. In the toe. Gaining. Look to the left. Alongside. Brake tad later. Go a bit deep. It might give him the run into turn 2, so I'll look behind again. You have to cover him off a bit. Move to the left. That's him covered pretty much there. Purple again. Probably from all that slipstream. So looking ahead, we have Big Rick, and there he is. Doing a solid job in 5th, must say. There's me advantage now coming into the shot. Big Rick goes a bit deep into the double left. I have to give him a bit of room on exit, compromise my exit there. Still get alongside and ahead of him. And he leaves the door just wide open, so Vantage again takes full advantage of that. Excuse the pun. And he follows me right through. So on to lap 10 now for the leaders. We've got Duke, Jay and Roman very close together. And then there's a pretty sizable gap back to 4th. In the form of Riley. And again another biggish gap. You'll just see us in the background there, top left. Me and Vantage. He's having a little look at me here. He's in my toe. He's sort of pulled to the left. He goes to the left even more. Look on the radar. He doesn't quite go for it, so I keep that place. A better exit out of turn 1, so no need to defend it to 2. Keep it tidy, get a bit wide on the grass there, nothing too much to worry about though. Fuel situation looking okay. Tyres not too bad. I need to eke these tyres out as long as I can go. Because, well, we'll see. Bit of a slide there. Keep it under control. Now looking here, we have Big Rick. There he is. I have Ryan. There he is. You have SGW, Rob, Dan, and then Rog. Not too far behind. These guys, very close together within our zone, but I'd say about 10 seconds within each other. Riley is pitting, so that promotes me advantage up another place. With it forward a bit more now. Just trying to keep it nice and tidy, as you can see. So, gap advantage is 3 seconds, and we're going to skip to the front. Duke. What are we looking at? Duke, yeah. Little gap, and then Jay now pulls into bits on lap 12. Roman released into 2nd. Can I get past Jay? Yes, I do. Just going on the final turn now, and he's only just pulling into the pit box now. So should easily take 3rd place. Yes, I do. And Vantage should easily take 4th, and yes, he does. So there's about 20 seconds to the front 2 from me. Not going to be catching that anytime soon, if at all. So, yeah. There's Vantage not too far behind me. We've got Jay in 5th then. on the mediums, Ryan in 6th. Back to the front 2 on lap 13. Duke's fuel is completely gone, so he's gonna have to pit with that, I believe. Roman saved some, I believe, at this point. Yes, he has, so he's still gonna pit. So he can save time on the fuelage refill. Now I should be able to jump these two in the pits, yes I do. And I was looking at my fuel and my tyres, I was thinking if I can get to about lap 16, I could do 2 stints after that, both on softs, to 11 lap stints, to lap 27 and lap 38. So I needed to eke my fuel out as much as I can, as Vantage has come to pits, and so has Dan. So is Rob, so is Big Rick, and so is SGW. So here we are, on to lap 15, and just as I go on to lap 15, my fuel light comes on. So that technically means you should really pit on this lap, but I'm not gonna do that. As Ryan pits now, so. And so does Rog behind him. So I think I just lapped SGW there in the background. Tyres losing their grip a bit now. Starting to feel it a lot. Going a lot slower. I think this time is going to be a slow one, or slower than the last one. All my time C 108s, 109s. So come around the final turn. I've got 0.9 laps remaining at this point, and 0.8 now. So technically I'm not going to make a lap back round to the pits from this point, 0.7. So I'm going to have to do a hell of a lot of fuel saving, but it'll be well worth it later on when I'm on the faster compound of tyre, to get all the rewards of being patient. So I've only got 2% of fuel remaining at this point, so about 3/4 of a lap to go. Short shifting, going a bit wide. Didn't want to do that really, but it happened. Coming down towards the hairpin, brake a bit too late on the worn tyres and they just go a bit wide. Get a big slide on again, on the exit. Double left, keeping it steady. Second gear, be patient on the throttle, keep it straight. And in this corner you can get through here normally without braking, but I have to brake a load. So fuel's on nothing. Lap remaining is about to tick over to nothing. There it goes. I've short shifted to 6th. Just gotta eke it round, and just before I come into the pits, I actually do run out of fuel now. Yes, but anyway, we made it. So I can now do my 2 stints on the softs. So let's let the fun begin on faster, grippier tyre. So Roman in the lead, Jay just behind him. Duke not too far behind. I'm sure he will want to be a bit close to them though after being in first before the pits. I come out behind Riley and just behind Vantage, there he goes. But now watch as my tyres come alive straight away. You see that gap to Vantage? Well, in a few corners it is no more. Literally. After this corner, it's gone. So, like, unbelievable how grippy it was. And Vantage decides just to let me go. I would have preferred a fight, but I flashed my hazards. And SGW going a bit wide on the grass there. But we both get through, no harm. So Vantage trying to keep with me as much as he can, but I don't think it's going to happen very much longer. Riley ahead of us, or ahead of me, not too far. Can I catch him? We shall see. So at this point, it's 9.6 to Riley. So come across the line, I also do a lap of a 107, but it's the out lap, so it doesn't count. Skip a lap ahead, we are 6.5 seconds, so about a 3-second gain. Another 2 laps I will skip now, and again, another about 3 seconds each lap, so down to a second now. Keeping those 107s. Very consistent speed I was having this race, so it's all good. Into turn 1. Riley's just there now, he's within grabbing distance. Coming through here, he's very slow, gained a hell of a lot of time on him there. So on the exit period, a very good run through. Go to the right to make it to the inside into the hairpin. He doesn't fight it, he lets me go. I go a bit deep, I sort of leave the door open but I cover it off quickly. He doesn't get the cut back. There we are. So into 4th now. The next down the road is Duke. I don't know how far exactly. I will wait till we get on board. Vantage. Dan, pretty both lonely on their own. Ryan's pretty lonely too. Rob getting a bit tail happy. Rog. Big Rick, who's got Jay in 2nd coming up behind him. He's just been lapped by Roman, so now he's got Jay in 2nd, and he moves out of the way very nicely. And at the rear we have SGW. On to lap 23, or coming into lap 23 for Roman now. He's doing a solid job so far. Could be his first win in the season. And the gap to Duke is 7 seconds, and Jay now comes in the pits on lap 23 on the mediums. But I should be able to get past him. I think I do. Who we got here? We've got Dan. Yes. Jay comes out behind Dan. So he's going to want to get past him as quick as he can, really. Doesn't want to be held up too much. He's on the mediums, fresh new mediums, that is. Dan's on very worn tyres, mediums as well. But Jay will want to be getting past him as quick as he can. Someone close through the hairpin now. Yeah, SGW and Rob come together, maybe? Gets a bit of a penalty there, so in the Trumpmobile. Back to Dan and Jay now. Jay's in the tow. Will he get a good run? Turn 1? Not quite. Have to wait off till another time. Good exit at turn 1 into 2 maybe. Oh, he has got a good exit. Get alongside, not quite. Has to abort that one. Rog, SGW, Rob, Riley, very close together. Back to Dan and Jay. Still, Jay behind Dan. And myself in 3rd. I'm pretty lonely in 3rd at the moment, although Duke isn't too far ahead. The gap's coming down, but he's going to have to pit also soon because his fuel is disappearing. First rate. Fuck's sake, I keep yawning, I don't know why. It's really annoying me. As I lap Big Rick as well now. There we go. Crash the hazards. Thank you. Riley just going around the outside of SGW. Looks like he's pitting, but he's not really. Ryan and Dan are in the pits also. Sorry if you just heard that, whatever that was outside. That is a bus going past. So Dan and Ryan have just left the pits. Roman's in. Duke's in. I'm not in. I'm staying out. Vantage not too far behind me, I believe. Yeah, no, that's not Vantage, that's Big Rip, sorry. Vantage is quite far behind me. But he jumped them, although he comes in the pits anyway. Okay. So, end of this lap now, I will be pitting. Just come through this right-hander. Just tiny bit on the grass. Unsettles the rear of the car. And I wasn't expecting it really, and yeah. God damage. So that's going to lose me a heap of time. Roman and Jay both coming around the main straight now. There they are, Roman. Jay. And Duke. I'm just filling up for my last stop now. There we go. I'm just about to repair the damage and leave the pits. Will I get ahead of Riley? I'm leaving, and I just about managed to keep 4th place. So, Riley on the hards, I'm on the softs. I'm going to eke out that gap massively now. Vantage and Dan not too far behind Riley either. So, Duke's a bit slidey there. Tyres are a bit. Well, he's gonna have to pit again, which is a disaster for him really, because he had a good start in the race. Could have easily kept this top 3 position. Anyway, on to lap 29 for myself. Got a few cars back there, going side by side. What is it? We've got Vantage and Riley. Let's have a look here then. Dan's just behind them, so he's getting a good front row seat of this action, as we will ride on board with him. So Vantage on the inside of Riley. Will he brake later? He does. Does he go a bit deep? Not quite. Does Riley get a good exit on him? No, Dan gets a better exit, so Dan's on Riley now. Maybe Dan wants to get past him. Let's have a look here. Into the right-hander. Anybody come cropper? Nope, they don't. They keep it nice and tidy. Coming down towards the hairpin. Dan goes to the inside. Riley covers him off a bit. Gives him the room just about. Side by side. Coming out of the corner. Any of them better exits? Nope, still a side by side there. Dan's trying to go around the outside. Not quite though. Good bit of racing from these two. Skipping to lap 30 with Duke now. He comes through with his left-hander. He's on hards and he goes a bit wide. And he's on the grass. And then salt to the injury. He spins. And who's next? Behind him? Well, that'll be me. Here I am. Going purple too. So going through the right-hander. Obviously see him at this point. I'm like, oh, he must have made a mistake. So we're going to try and get past him as quick as I can, or he will pit. So coming through the left, double left here. I try to get a good cutback, see, and then I kind of just hit him. A little nudge, but I let him go back through. So no harm done there. Going through the final turn. I get a real good exit there. I believe he comes in the pits. Yes, he does. There he goes. SGW going a bit wide. Spins. Does he keep out the wall? Just about. Very nice. No damage for him, so he can keep going on his way. Roman in first here. Lap 32. Got quite a nice lead over Jay now. Probably about 10 or so seconds, I'd say. And then myself in third. Just here. Followed by Vantage, Dan, and Riley. And then we got Ryan and Duke. Duke came up behind Ryan, down in 8th now. Closely followed by, he's actually Big Rick on track, but Rog is the next car. There he is, full position anyway. Then we got Rob in 10th. He's not having a great time. I don't think he would have liked to have been higher up. So I'm coming to lap SGW here. Just flashing my lights. Let him know I'm here. Ryan and Duke still going at it a lap later. Does Duke get a better exit out of turn 1? He does. Gets up the inside. Can he get through into turn 2? Just about. Yes, he does. Or not quite, because Ryan's still there. Oh, Ryan's a bit sideways, had to let go of the throttle there, so Duke gets through into 7th. As Jay from P2 pits. So it releases me into P2 now, and I don't have to pit again, so I should be able to finish in 2nd easily. Roman's nowhere near. I'm going to catch him. He's too far ahead. It's like 20 seconds down the road. But Vantage and Dan get past Jay, but Riley not quite. So on to lap 35. Dan into turn 1, gets on the grass, and he's sideways, keeps it in a straight line, no. But Jay sees this, takes the opportunity, goes round the outside, takes 4th. Now Vantage isn't too far, he's about 3 seconds ahead, so he's thinking could probably get 3rd back. We'll see, but Dan's having a little go at him though, he's not giving up. Jay covers the inside, forcing Dan round the outside. But Jay being on the softs, it's not going to happen for Dan. Although he's trying again. Not quite. So Dan hits the wall. And that's damage. That's game over for his battle now. I think 5th place is his now. So on to lap 38 now. I skipped a few laps there. Nothing really happened. We've got Roman just lapping Rob in 10th there. Myself just about to come across the line to go on to the final lap. And a bit later, Vantage and Jay very close. Vantage trying to break the toe. This could be a fight to the end here for 3rd. Dan doing a good recovery in 5th. Teddy, oh, very close, nearly hit there. Jay needs to make this move quick. He's not going to be able to get past and take 3rd off him. So Roman across the line. Takes the win. His first win in the championship. Rob in 10th. Good drive. Myself coming around the final corner now. Yeah. Best I can do. That's a pretty solid drive there. Across the line. Nicely done. OJ has made a move and got past Vantage. Vantage down to 4th, Jay up to 3rd. We've got Dan in 5th, who we got crossing the line just ahead of him there. I think it was SGW. Yes, it was. Nicely done. Duke in 7th. O'Reilly in 6th even, and then Duke in 7th afterwards. Probably would have hoped for a bit of a better position than that. But never mind. Ryan in 8th. Rog 9th. And to finish off the grid, it'll be Big Rick in P11. There we go. So, results 17 seconds behind Roman I was. Jay, third. Just ahead advantage. Dan, Riley, Duke, Ryan, Rob. Rob being the only guy to get a penalty, so shame on you. Big Rick and his GW at the rear. So, leaderboard, I've opened the gap to Riley, second. Vantage getting closer. Dan, Roman, Rob very close. Who are we looking at? We've got Duke and Ryan not too bad, not too close, or not too far away from each other. Ricky, Scott and Jamie at the rear, very close together between those guys. So, that's all from this one today. Sorry for the late video, it's a bit delayed from last week, so I do apologise. I'll leave you with the photo. And I'll catch you in the next round for the final round. Brands Hatch in the 650S's McLarens, so see you later this week with that one. And goodbye.